Welcome everybody, this is the Comeback channel. Before we get started, support the channel. Punch that like button, subscribe if you're interested in fitness, VR combat, or just plain old entertainment. Let's go. Finally everybody, Ugly Joe versus ComeBackKing. The footage is here. We finally get to see how it all plays out. It's finally time to just lay it on the table. No spoilers. Just a disclaimer, I just kind of shot this really late at night before I was about to go on a trip to Colorado. I needed to fight Ugly Joe at a specific time, so I had to capture something. So it's not that great this first time around, and basically we can expect better in the future. With that, let's get into it. Alright, first off, I just want to explain some of the settings. Some of this might be interesting or relevant to people who actually own the game and actually, want to experiment with some of the things I'm doing. So Ugly Joe is the second character in the game, but it doesn't actually mean that he's easy to beat because I use custom settings. I don't really use the automatic mass multiplier. I kind of set it myself. And for this fight, the hooks were at about 1.5. and the mass multiplier for straight punches was like 1.7. Let me know what you think of those settings. I know there's people who play this with no mass multiplier. I'm trying to get there. That's my comeback train right there. Alright, so chin toughness. I got Ugly Joe just set at regular 100. I presume that's what it means. No changes. He's already got a ridiculous chin as it is, so I didn't see a need to up that. His punch power is already pretty high, and it doesn't look like much, 116%, but I think it's pretty substantial when you put it on his character. I think there's an AI or an algorithm for each character that gives them uniqueness, and one of Ugly Joe's traits is probably punch power. His fist speed is at 130%. To me, I just tried to simulate someone who's a little faster than average, not wicked fast, but I think at my height, at about 6'1", 6'2", somebody who punches at this speed is pretty fast. Dodge speed, 140%. Basically, for his AI, it doesn't seem to make a difference. I don't think he dodges at all, so you could probably go without that, but I just push it up. It'd be kind of fast, but I don't think I've ever seen him dodge before, so we'll see. Block speed, he does block, but not very often. But at the same time, I wanted to simulate, someone who has pretty good reaction time so that not all of my combos just land, So, I want it to be a little bit challenging. Like if I telegraph too much that he'll actually block. And then aggression is one of the big ones because this is a huge trait of his. I think he's already super aggressive without you turning this up. So I turned it up quite a bit, because I wanted to simulate somebody who's just really reckless and extremely dangerous. All right, so this is some of the details about like the actual fight. Trauma gain rate, I didn't really mess with that. So the knockdown limit is insane, and it's part of the little saga here. It's part of the little plot, and the narrative is like Ugly Joe is just a rock-headed imbecile, a Neanderthal, and basically he relies entirely on his ability to sustain extreme head trauma without seemingly any effect. He wanted unlimited knockdowns. He thinks knockdown limits are for punks, like if you can't finish the job, you didn't actually win. So if I get up, the fight's not over type of thing. So I was like, yeah, unlimited is insane. Let's just go for 9. If you can't get the job done in 9, then you can't get it done. So we came to a compromise at around like 9 knockdowns. So down below, you can really kind of set up his style of fighting. And this does have some effect, but I think there is some AI that's like built in hardwired into the guy and you can't really affect it. Like, I've messed with this a lot and it doesn't seem to greatly affect how he fights. So yeah, I just wanted to see someone who sets up the jab and puts a lot of pressure on you with the jab. And I left the cross ratio and the rear cross kind of at its normal setting, but I imagine someone like Ugly Joe, who's pretty head first and everything, they're going to be heavy on the hooks. So I got the lead hook and the rear hook so that he'll be swinging for the fences at my head, which will force me to learn how to see that and roll and slip. So I was looking for that kind of activity. So, and then I have like the lead uppercut pushed up a little bit, but the rear uppercut, which is kind of like a counter punch, 150. So if I lean in too much or get too happy on my offense, I could really get caught with the uppercut. So those are the settings. With that, I'll just jump us to round one and we'll get this party started here. So first of all, my footage is terrible off the bat. Like, I got a big portion of my garage showing on the right side of the screen. Please ignore that. Don't let it pull you out of the immersive the immersive experience right now. So imagine that is just part of the auditorium. I don't know. But for the most part, it's okay. And I didn't get sound the whole time because I was having VR headset problems. It was overheated and it was out of batteries because of how long it took me to set up the damn thing for screen capture. It was crazy. And then there's portions where I think I bumped my camera and then my gloves weren't lined up, so it looked like I was outside of my body a little bit. I don't think this will be a problem in future videos, but it is right now. It's still pretty entertaining though. I had a good time watching this. I hope you guys do too. So with that, let's get started. So I come out trying to work the jab here, just trying to feel him out, see what kind of fight this is going to be. You never know. Like, is he going to try to knock me out first round and go crazy, or am I going to be able to, keep my distance? That's an artifact of some kind of lag between my headset and the actual game. So I'll freeze sometimes like that. Sorry again. Oh my god. Got some pretty good straight punches on me right there. But I'm doing good. I'm keeping him away from me. He's not rushing in. He's respecting that jab. That was a really good cross right there. Got some lag again. Sorry about that. Yeah. It's a good distance. I will tell you that it's been much harder than this to not be hit. I mean, yeah, really good body shot there. He really felt that. Oh yeah. The overhand right is working good for me. I think it's a cross, maybe not an overhand right, but he leaves his left side wide open. Every time he steps in, I can counter him with a straight cross, which I'll take it every day. That was a good overhand right. I feinted and then just countered. Good body shot. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable. You can see in my body language. That was a great body shot. That was superb, I think. And forgive me, I'm not an expert and I'm definitely not a pro boxer, so take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt here. Superb from my standpoint is just improving over what I used to be. Jeez, ripped my body just now. So I'm not sure if my legs are getting tired at this point. I can't remember, but I don't know why I stood there and ate all those body shots. That was a good overhand. Oh, there we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The damage accumulated.
8.
I was like, he's eating a lot of shots. Is this ever gonna add up to anything? Obviously, he wasn't gonna stay down. I didn't expect it for a second that he would stay down. This is Ugly Joe. Yeah, he's still not going crazy either. He's really respecting my space. Whoa. Kind of went nuts right there. Sorry about the lag. Yeah, it started lagging really bad right here, and I virtually could not fight, so I was just I was walking back slowly with my hands up, like praying that he doesn't light me up with some haymaker. So we're starting round 2, and yeah, let's get into it here. So there's no sound this time, which is starkly different. It feels so much worse, so in the future, I will never allow this to happen again. It's just my headset was getting too hot or something. Every time I record, it would shut the recording off. And then I just got tired of it, and I was like, you know, I'm just going to do this because I got to go to bed. Got to catch a plane in the morning, man. Nice. I did a replay here. Really set up a gazelle punch pretty well here. Did a little roll. Came back and clocked him. I was still not phased. I was like, there's no way he's staying down. I'm ready to fight. As you can see, my gloves are in the wrong place because I must have hit my camera and shook it. But it's still, you know, it still can immerse yourself here. Just imagine that my hands are still right there. Oh my God, did he clock me there? That was an enormous punch. Like, you could just see the torque in his freaking torso and me leaning into it. So this round, it looks like he is really headhunting me a little bit. Like, he's got major pressure compared to last time, and he's obviously hitting me with harder punches. Like, he took it easy the first round, but he's trying to... Look at that. He is swinging from, like... He's winding up so hard to knock me out right now. And he won't stop. I'm like hitting him with a lot as well. Like, he's taking a lot of hits from me, but he is not stopping. I just cut him right there. And he keeps coming forward. It's almost discouraging. I'm like, all right, am I going to lose this fight? How am I going to stop him? He's like already knocked me down. And oh my God, and he knocked me down again. I'm literally thinking at this point, like, this fight is probably going to be over. My training did not work. Somehow, this dude is unstoppable, and maybe I need to turn down the settings. I really hurt him on that uppercut, though. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that uppercut was like a flash of it was like a gunshot. That reddish orange plume that comes out, that means that's like a critical hit. So I'm feeling a little more confident after getting a knockdown. I'm like, well, okay, so maybe I can hurt him. So I'm throwing heavier shots now. I'm like snapping his head back. Oh, there we go. Got him on an uppercut. So I'm back on him. I'm like, yeah. I'm starting to feel it now. I'm like, I feel like he's on the run. I'm taking advantage. But then he caught me with a body shot there, and I had to respect the space, man. It's like in an instant he could turn the fight around with just one punch. So I'm like backed against the ropes again. After all that damage I gave him. Unbelievable. But that's what it is to be fighting Ugly Joe, man. You're really fighting Rocky Balboa or something like that. So we're on round 3 now. I don't know. I would say I won that last round. I think we got 2 knockdowns each, but I would... Oh my God. It's hard to get Ugly Joe to back up, but he was really taking some vicious shots to the body right there, and he literally backed himself up against the ropes. That is rare. As you can see, I capitalized pretty good. Finished him on the ropes there, and I'm bringing more of the same. It's like he won't defend his body, so I go upstairs and go straight to the body with power shots. I'm really turning into those shots right now. Goodness, how is he not going down? Like, look at this. I would stop the fight if I was the ref, honestly. Like, oh my God. Look at that. Just snapping his head around like oh man. See, then he gets me in the body and I gotta back off. Now he's putting the pressure back on me. It is hard to get this guy to respect your space, man. You gotta throw hard punches. Like, you cannot do it with little tappings. Like, you gotta cut him. You gotta frickin' knock the spit out of his face for him to know that he's been hit. Oh my gosh, he lit me up there. I'm standing still a little bit too much. Yeah, this is a war. Like, he's fighting for the third round. I'm fighting for the third round. It's like we both know that we need to win the third round to get the upper hand in this fight. So he's coming at me crazy. And we are trading it. I'm probably ahead on points right now, but he has really hit me a lot as well. And because of the judging, I'm assuming... Oh, there we go. Now I'm ahead. His face just tells the story, dude. Like, he's losing the fight for sure. But for the judges, since I turned up the difficulty of the judging, honestly, they could see this as even unless I got that knockdown. So I was pretty fortunate to knock him down. Because this is really starting to look like it's going to be a distance type fight. Because he is not going down or staying down remotely. And he gets to get up 9 times. So I'm like, yeah, he's getting hurt on the ropes right there. Every time I see Ugly Joe against the ropes, I'm like, it's time. Like, you don't get many opportunities to knock him out. So I'm like, look, I got to take advantage here. Yeah. Backing him up. So he's going down a lot more frequently here. I'm starting to think, hey, you know, I might have something here. I'm getting a little bit more confident. Ran out of time, so now he gets to rest. I was like, man, I really need to knock him out right now. So round 4. I'm feeling like I'm ahead. I'm feeling comfortable, but I'm thinking maybe I slow it down here. And because I could still get knocked out. I'm ahead. Why put myself at risk? Oh my God, that was risky. He really clocked me right there. I'm thinking put myself at risk and I do something like that. I'm surprised he didn't knock me down with that punch. Lucky. He's really countering a lot this round. Like, everything I throw, he's throwing right back at me. So I'm getting hit on almost everything I throw at him. Which is dangerous, because he's got that punch power, and he's really getting me here. He's putting together good combinations. He's not afraid to stand in the pocket with me. But the punch power rules out. Wins out. I'm obviously punching harder. I think that is like one of the major improvements in my training. Like coming off the couch and fighting Ugly Joe versus actually doing all the push-ups and the shoulder stuff and actually training my punches. Like getting punch endurance, obviously, but actually training to punch harder. And, you know, I can go over some videos of what I did to improve my punch power. Believe me, it's not steroids. It's just, I have the strength already, but most people, you know, who are athletic do have the strength to punch hard, but they don't train the muscles to do it. It's kind of like someone who squats but never jumps, and they all of a sudden want to be good at jumping. It's like, all the squatting in the world isn't going to make you an exceptional jumper. You have to actually go outside and jump, you know? That's different muscle activation, different timing. So I have big shoulders naturally. Like, I was born with big shoulders. Not good for my mom, but it's natural, and they're not fast twitch shoulders, which is weird. It's not weird. It's kind of rare to have someone who's just born with all fast twitch muscles, but my shoulders are not fast twitch at all. And they don't have any endurance whatsoever. They're just for show. Basically, if I don't train them, they're literally for show. So I had to train him. But the cool thing about him is it doesn't take long for me to train him before I get immediate results. So the muscle and the strength and the fast twitch is in there. It just needs to be trained. So I can make a video about what I do to train. Alright, we got the sound back. Yeah, round 4 was a war right there. That was insane. I would say it's pretty neck and neck there as far as output and landing. But we'll see what happens in round 5. This is the final round, and I'm either going to finish the job or he's going to finish me, or we're going to the cards, which is not a great place for me to go, but I'm feeling pretty confident that the judges can't be that corrupt. Like, I've gone down twice in this fight, and I'm pretty sure he's on like 11 or something like that. If only I could have got him down that many times in a round. I'd have won by now, but I can't seem to get him down more than like 4 times. It's so much better with the sound. I absolutely cannot fail to get the sound again, ever again. There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Lag. That's a good body shot. I love how I led him one way and then came and put my weight into it. Damn, he got me good with that hook right there. I'm just picking him apart. Like, he's leaving so many openings, I'm just picking him. You know, he's got terrible defense. I don't know if his algorithm has fatigue in it, but he's not really changing up his defense, so he just stands there with the same hand position. So I'm like, alright, your body's open, I'm gonna hit you in the body. Alright, your head's open, I'm gonna hook you to the head.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Like, he's letting me hit him with haymakers now. I'm probably feeling a little bit of fatigue, so my form's going down a little bit, but that was a real nice counter cross. I like that. I just turned my hips. As soon as he's throwing the jab, I just kind of whipped him in the face with a cross, stop him short.
7, 8, 9.
Nice uppercut. He was stunned. That uppercut just stuck him in the mud right there. He literally stood there with no idea what was going on. So I could just come and just hit him with a lead uppercut like nothing. He has got to go down. Like, what are we at now? 5 knockdowns this round? Like, there we go. 6?
2, 3,
What is the count?
5, 6,
Got to be kidding me.
9.
I'm just thinking, you've got to be kidding me. Give me my damn knockout. At the bell, I'm knocking this guy down. And look, he's getting up again. I'm not gonna lie, I pretty much think I've won the fight, but I'm pissed off at this point. How is he getting up again? It's like
Ladies
a
and
glitch.
gentlemen, going to the scorecards, the judges have determined by
Look at his
unanimous
body.
decision,
It's like all peach
your winner
and pink.
is the red corner.
It's like he's got broken ribs in there. Jeez. Never seen a body so beaten up. That's a bruised apple right there, man. I like the body shots. So there you have it. That is the conclusion of Ugly Joe #1 versus Comeback King, and the Comeback King is victorious. Definitely show your support if you enjoy this content. Hit the like button and definitely leave what you think in the comments below. And have a good one. God bless.